my face. People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up in a bitch magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready? 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Get this warm up. You gonna take. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing on first down. Walton. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Protein spell. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Lead grip, lead grip.
From the gun, Walton, caught, it's Wilson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go. Watch twins. Tighten up and go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Yeah. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, exit. Switch.
Operating from the gun. Walton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep is DJ Chark. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 11-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 15 line. 15 line. Let's see what you got. Smooth. Watch the ship. Look at me. Zipper. Let's go.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 read. Watch one. Coming this way.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watts. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Ready?
All day, dog. Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Ready?
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
60 or. Come on, the ball.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Past the 20. And they do finally get him. but he makes it all the way to the 6. It's a big play there for the Browns. 41 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Colts 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll run with Hunt on second down. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and goal.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. We're scoreless after 1.
87's me. 87's me.
They come out here in the eye.
Ricky. 80 weapons. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Switch.
On third down, here's Hunt. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. On first down, Walton. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit. But even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. On 1st and 10, Walton. Campbell making the catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Delta. My 52. Come on.
Off the play fake. Walton. That one complete to Hill. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And he completes it to Wilson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
choose the mic.
From the gun, Watts, Gates with a grab. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete to Will Disley.
On the ready.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Throwing on first down. Watts. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second down, Barkley. And I think the ball's out.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Back to throw. Watts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play callers.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Mack Wilson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Down. 50. Plant.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Keep it up, guys. Get it.
2nd and 5. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On 3rd down, Barkley. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Cleveland. Saquon Barkley, 54 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 1st down, Walton. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the Browns' 43-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Hey, lock it.
Now they try the right side here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Five.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
2.
Operating from the gun. Walton, and he connects with Ebron. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give them a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Catch made here by Campbell. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognizes he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, Walton. And this is going to be incomplete. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. This a 33-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 22-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, Watts and connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
2nd and 4. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Watch 2. Let's go, let's go. Yo.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Pick up the ball. Now!
They'll run it again with Barkley. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On the double.
Here we go. Wait.
Hey.
Watch one. Let's go, defense.
To throw on 2nd down. Watts going right side here, and that's complete.
That's it, baby. That's it.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's 2nd and inches.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Check 52, come on. Check.
Let's go get it.
2nd down and inches. Caught by Wilson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down. Walton. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
March 22, March 22. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Ready.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Leo.
To throw again. Walton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Hey, pick your game up. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike now.
Looking to throw. Walton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Well, that's one part of the equation, puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Saquon Barkley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, orbit.
On 4th down, Walton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. The toss out to Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Again, it's Barkley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for Cleveland, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.